Hello friends, welcome to our channel Ancient X. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to support independent research and to watch the latest video. Today we are going to explore a 2500 years old ancient temple which was demolished and converted so many times by the foreign invaders in the past. But today it is still standing tall with its original identity. Yes, it is the Parthenon in Acropolis, Athens. So without losing time, let's start today's video. The Parthenon is a former temple on the Athenian Acropolis, Greece, dedicated to the goddess Athena, whom the people of Athens considered their patron. Its construction began in 447 BC, when the Athenian Empire was at the peak of its power. It was completed in 432 BC. It is the most important surviving building of classical Greece, and its decorative sculptures are considered some of the high points of the Greek art. The origin of the Parthenon's name is from the Greek word which referred to the unmarried woman's apartments in a house, and in the Parthenon's case seems to have been used at first only for a particular room of the temple. The Parthenon itself replaced an older temple of Athena, which historians called the pre-Parthenon or older Parthenon. The first endeavor to build a sanctuary for Athena Parthenons on the site of the present Parthenon was begun shortly after the Battle of Marathon, which was eventually destroyed in the Persian invasion of 480 BC. Its construction began in 447 BC when the Athenian Empire was at the peak of its power. It was completed in 432 BC. After completion of Parthenon in 432 BC, it remained intact for the next 700 years, when a major fire broke out the Parthenon, which destroyed the Parthenon's roof and much of the sanctuary's interior. In the final decade of the 6th century AD, the Parthenon was converted into a Christian church dedicated to the Virgin Mary. After the Ottoman conquest, it was turned into a mosque in the early 1460s. The dimensions of the base of the Parthenon are 69.5 by 30.9 meters. The cella was 29.8 meters long by 19.8 meters wide. On the exterior, the Doric columns measures 1.9 meters in diameter and are 10.4 meters high. The Parthenon had 46 outer columns and 23 inner columns in total. Each column has 20 flutes. The Parthenon was built under the general supervision of the artist Phidias, who also had charge of the sculpture decoration. These remains on the Acropolis is believed to have been the workshop of Phidias, where he worked on the statue of Athena Parthenos. Phidias went on to make even more famous ivory and gold statue of Zeus, king of the gods, which was known as one of the 7 wonders of the world. The statue of Athena Parthenon, which towered almost 40 feet and clothed in some 200 pounds of gold, cost more than the Parthenon in which it stood. The Parthenon was the treasury of the Athenian Empire. Tribute, war trophies, and offerings to the goddess were all kept in the storeroom behind the statue. The statue itself was seen as a store of gold. The golden armor and clothing were made of plates that could be removed in time of need. The Athenians believed that Athena would be happy to give up the gold if her city needed it. Temples such as the Parthenon were not places for group worship. They were the homes of the gods whose statues they contained. The actual religious ceremonies, like much of Greek life, took place in the open air. Every year, two little girls, each between 7 and 11, were chosen to live on the Acropolis. They were called the Aerophoi, and they were there to keep Athena company and act as her special servants. After a year, they went back to their families, and the two new girls were sent in their place. It was a great honor to be chosen. Parthenon is an extreme example of beauty, architecture, and robustness. That is the reason so many modern building is taking inspiration from the Parthenon architecture and style. Few look-alike buildings currently present in different countries are Federal Hall, New York, British Museum, the Parthenon, Nashville, Shrine of Remembrance, Australia. Today, the Parthenon is one of the most recognizable icons and popular tourist attractions in the world. About 7.2 million people visit the Parthenon each year. The height of the Parthenon at completion was 65 feet, and single Pantheon column weight is between 69 to 119 tons. It took 22,000 tons of marble to build the Parthenon, and every used block was cut by hand. It was made by so much dedication and passion that after 2500 years also, its beauty still stands remarkable in front of the modern buildings. I hope you liked the video, so don't forget to subscribe our channel Ancient X and hit the bell icon so that you can get the latest updates. Thank you for watching the video.